in the Mount Vernon City School District of the Gates Millennium Scholarship. That's from Bill Gates. He will be going attending Boston University for free.
How you guys doing? Time and the work you deserve. I spent many hours thinking about what to write in this speech. Everyone expects the traditional heavy-duty words that sum up our time here at Thornton High School. But I won't bore you with that. Let me break tradition and just say that I hope each and every one of you goes out of here and lives, really lives, to seize the day. Because in the words of the contemporary philosopher Drake, you only live once. That's the Our class has this inside joke about the word kudos. Kudos is our way of saying thank you. So here we go. First off, kudos to all the moms and dads and family members for doing what they needed to do to ensure our success. Including mine sitting over there. Kudos to the Thornton staff, especially Mr. Claro with his cultural jokes, Mr. McCall with his sarcasm, and Mr. Lanzetta for his rhetorical demands. And kudos to Mr. Johnson, who reminded us regularly that education is your coat for the real world. And whether you wear a light jacket or a fur coat is up to you. Kudos to Danny for starting the kudos trend.
He's a funny guy.
And giving everyone kudos after prom. Oh, kudos to Shanique, our salutatorian, for putting Avery in his place every day, and for Avery being a good sport about it. And by the way, kudos to the best friend that I never met, Mr. Bill Gates, for paying for my college education.
All right, go ahead. All right.
Yes.
This year was a memorable one. We visited the heart of our government in Washington, D.C., and learned about the foundations of our country with Mr. Court. We enjoyed some rest and relaxation on the sandy beaches of Orlando, which would have never happened if it wasn't for our fabulous senior advisor, Miss Barr, who organized the trip. Who can forget the dance battle at prom, where people were breakdancing and doing the worm? Who knew that Thornton could get loose like that? Beyond the fun and games, however, we have also made some significant contributions to the Mount Vernon community. We gathered signatures with Councilman Richard Thomas, a graduate of the Mount Vernon School District, to keep the local Social Security office open. We served food to needy families at the Sacred Heart Soup Kitchen. We mentored elementary school children throughout the city. We collected over $600 for Pennies for Patients, a program dedicated to helping find a cure for various blood cancers. And we also donated 120 pints of blood to the American Red Cross. All this proves is that you don't have to have a college degree to make an impact on someone's life. Some people say that college isn't for everyone, and that's true. So what I say to the class of 2012 is, do something with your life and move forward in spite of the odds. People always remind us that life is not fair. This notion has recently been reinforced by the Occupy Wall Street movement, whose leaders make the claim that 1% of the population is doing much better than the 99% of us. But we didn't need a movement to realize this. It is all over our city. We see it in the eyes of the family who lives with the threat of foreclosure or eviction. We see it in the fatigue of students who work part-time jobs for full-time hours. I see it in the queue of hungry people at the food pantry next door to Thornton. Also, I heard it in the voice of Wendell Barrington, a classmate who wrote the following verse of poetry. Who am I? I'm just a brother trying to get a piece of the pie and trying to succeed in life before I die. And that was really deep, so round of applause for Wendell. To succeed in life before we die, that is our legacy. Every one of us has the responsibility to succeed in life before we die. Some of us will do this in college, others in public service, and others in the military. Someone in this class will take an idea and turn it into millions of dollars. Others of us will inspire with their knowledge and artistry. Some very brave others will defend our freedom in some yet undetermined battlefield. Whatever the case, it's time to get off Facebook and face our responsibilities. Class of 2012, everyone must succeed at something. In order to do that, we must shed ourselves of the apathy that is rampant in our generation. I've seen it, and it worries me. I therefore challenge all of you to find your passion, if you haven't already. My parents came to the United States from Morocco with only a high school education and a dream, to make this country their home. I watched them turn their dream into a reality, their dream to have their child go on to college. I'm proud to say that I have realized their dream. I'm proud to say that I'm a first-generation college student. I'm also proud to be standing here. I'm also proud to be standing here giving this speech because without them, I would not be here. I should share that sentence.
All right.
Their passion drove me to be the person I am today. Remember that without passion, there is no faith in our actions. As Wendell eloquently said, we must succeed before we die to get a piece of the pie. Civilization cannot survive if we fail. When you leave here today, celebrate what you have accomplished, but look forward with an eye toward how you too can be the inspiration for others. Ralph Waldo Emerson, a noted philosopher, once said, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail."
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Yassine. As I continue to tell you all, I have the best students in the whole wide world. I'd like to ask now, please, Tamara, Kaur, and Brittany Seymour to please come forward for a musical selection, When You Believe.
مش خايبين هذه الغير كتسلم.
كتسلم.